gym a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. Today, these two squads square off in a Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. The ball pops out on the return. Maybe some early game jitters showing there. Very fortunate to retain possession on the opening kickoff.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Gonna run it. It's right. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? He'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the single back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Cook. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. He lost it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Gives him the big stiff arm. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give on the option. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now they're going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The corners are walked up tight. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. The sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Henry. At the 35, he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive...
Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Wolf. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Hilltoppers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it, fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Making side adjustments here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nice move there. Rams him with the stiff arm. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barry. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parrish. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, WKU.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
We get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Glover. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Running free. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Hilltoppers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Grab behind the line. It's Baldwin. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And this D needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Parrish. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle, it's Meyer. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And the Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Parrish. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Myers. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Hilltoppers will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off to stop the threat. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Hard-hitting tackle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays. When the gotta love that.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Running through contact. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, you get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop. And